Let's do it. I can already tell this is going to be a good podcast. Hello and welcome to the GD Politics Podcast. I'm Galen Group, and I'm not an economic expert, but it seems like there's some crazy shit going on in the markets. In the 2 days following President Trump's Liberation Day tariff announcement, the markets posted a 10% loss, the biggest two-day drop since the COVID crash, and amongst the biggest in history overall. We are recording this podcast before markets have closed on Monday, and things have been all over the place so far today. But the S&P 500, at least at one point, dipped into bear market territory and then has rebounded since. But that bear market territory means that it dropped 20% off of its recent high. So what's going on here? Let's take a step back. I had just started my freshman year of college when the 2008 financial crisis hit. And for at least the next 4 years, the whole time I was in college, there were plenty of courses on offer trying to explain what exactly happened, how to resolve it, and how to prevent it in the future. As much as credit default swaps and subprime mortgages might sound, at the very least, familiar today, it was not immediately apparent what was going on back then. This time, it seems pretty clear to everyone what's going on. Trump presented a plan to erect massive tariffs not seen since the first part of the 20th century. He claimed that they were reciprocal, but in fact appear to have no relation to the tariffs that other countries put on our goods, and the market is now reacting to the possibility of slower growth and even a recession, coupled with higher prices on goods. So today, we're going to talk about some of the math behind what Trump says he's doing, how the public is reacting, and if we have time, I even have a new game for us to play. And here with me to do it all are two friends and former colleagues, Mary Radcliffe and Elliot Morris. Mary, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, Galen. Thanks for having me.
It's so great to have you. And also here with us, Elliot Morris. You are the author of the Substack Strength in Numbers. Congratulations. I guess the Substack isn't new, but congratulations on a reinvigorated Substack presence. Everyone, please go check it out and subscribe. But welcome to the podcast, Elliot.
Thanks, Galen. Dude, we're getting the game back together. This is great. Let's go.
Yeah,
I mean, the economy sucks, but that's all right.
You know, whatever it takes to get the gang back together. I should say, though, I have actually already recorded a podcast with Mary that has yet to air. It is like the sort of farewell podcast that never happened from the night of the fake State of the Union when we didn't really say goodbye, but we knew it was our final podcast. That is going to come out at some point, I promise. It's just been that there's way too much news to actually publish it. And so I was thinking of publishing it today, and then on Friday I was like, oh, I think we're going to have to talk about the economy.
Yeah, I think you were right there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Elliot, you're a data scientist. Mary, you have a PhD in math. Please explain to me and anyone else who is curious Trump's Liberation Day tariff scheme from a math perspective.
Okay, so the Trump administration in setting their tariff rates wanted to try to build a tariff that would promote trade balance between different countries. So what that means is when they calculated the tariff rate for each country, they took into account the trade imbalance between those countries and set a higher tariff rate if there was a higher trade imbalance, meaning that we import more from that country than we export to it, and a lower rate if there's a lower trade imbalance, or perhaps the imbalance is in our favor. Even in those cases, we still have a baseline 10% tariff rate. Now, the mechanism that they used to set those rates seems to have been perhaps miscalculated or misapplied. There's reporting that they incorrectly set some of those variables, which may have resulted in significantly higher tariff rates than they intended. Whether that was intentional or that was oversight, I don't know that we know at this time. But that seems to be the approach here, is a real focus on balancing out trade between nations.
So the tariff rates for, say, China are set by taking the trade imbalance, as Mary's calling it, which is the goods that we export to China minus the value of the goods that we import from China, which is in this case like a couple $100 billion